Painting portraits has taught me to look at people in a new way. When you learn to draw people, you learn the face formula. Start with an egg shape for the head. The eyes are halfway. The end of the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. And the mouth is halfway between the end of the nose and the chin. From the front, the spacing is the same. The space between the eyes should equal the length of one eye. The corners of the mouth should line up with the pupils. The pupils to the end of the nose should be a triangle. The top of the ear starts at the top of the eye, and the bottom of the ear ends at the bottom of the nose. Then you can add hair, mustache, longer hair, beard, cheekbones, wrinkles, eyebrows, whatever you want to make your face unique. This formula is good to know for portraits to make the face look believable, but the interesting thing about people is that we're all different. When you paint someone, you begin with looking at shapes. The shapes of the head, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, eyebrows, forehead, hairline, and the shapes of the shadows. You also have to look at the spacing. Every face is different. The face formula says that there is one eye length between the eyes. Some people's eyes are closer together, and some are farther apart. And you have to get the spacing right, or it doesn't look like the person. That goes for all the spacing on the face. This is Holly. She doesn't look like much yet, but she's getting there. This process is called stop motion. I'm taking one photo for every brushstroke. In case you were wondering, there are 409 photos of Holly's face. I like to use this process so that people can really understand what goes into a painting. Painting like this forces me to pay attention to every mark I make. I have to look at each tiny detail of Holly's face to make her look like herself. I have to get the shapes and the spacing right. I also have to add that certain sparkle that makes Holly unique. It's a lot of work, but if we all followed the face formula, we would all be so boring. Psalm 139 verses 13 through 16 says, "For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." God takes the time to make each and every one of us unique. He knows us inside and out. He knows every single tiny detail about us. He knows exactly how much space is between your eyes. God doesn't have or need a face formula. Each one of us is completely new, set apart from every other person. God takes the time to know each one of us individually. He has every single name of every single person that has ever lived and will ever live written on his hands. These are the most important things I have learned in my life. Painting portraits has taught me to look at people in a new way. I have to pay attention to details to paint a believable portrait, and when I am not painting, I still look at the details in everyone's face. This has enhanced my view of God. That he can have so much imagination and be so creative is beyond me. I am in constant awe and appreciation of God's work. God is my favorite artist. There's no way that any of us can ever compete with his work. God has given me unlimited inspiration. He continues to inspire and teach me every day. I have learned that I am unique. I am independent. I am God's work.